Ladies and gentlemen, we are back on another Wuthering Waves video. We're playing AI Waves, and Pixeltree has, for whatever reason, made this video. I have not seen it. I have not watched it. I have just seen everyone absolutely tear into Pixeltree over this video. I don't agree with everything Pixeltree says. I don't think he's a bad guy or anything, so I'm going to try to go into this with an open mind and really see, like, what's going on. Why are people so mad? But yeah, I mean, like, it seems like he's turning his like 4 times, probably 5 times as a field at the moment. I do know he did make a response video as well. Maybe we'll check that afterwards. But the title is Wuthering Waves Destroying Exploration with the 3.0 update. Now, to be fair, I know there is actually quite a, it's not a large amount of people, but there are people who feel that flight kind of killed exploration for them. And in some ways I can kind of understand what they're saying. Like, you know, when World of Warcraft put in flying mounts, that completely changes the game and trivialized running around. But this is not World of Warcraft, this is Wuthering Waves. And so let's see what the deal is. And yeah.
Let me just preface this video by saying I do not dislike Wuthering Waves as a game. I actually—
Shut up! Wait a second. He's Australian? Oh my god, I hate him. Oh my god, this is the worst video ever. The worst video. No, I'm sorry.
I think it's a very good game. I've been a fan of it for quite a while. I've stopped playing it since around about 2.2 for various reasons, but I still want to say it's a very good game, and I have been a fan of it since day one.
Okay.
But this video might also upset some people because people can be a little bit hypersensitive around—
Is this too loud? I feel like it's really loud.
Around criticisms of this game.
Okay.
Now, I just want to say as well, all of my criticisms in this video are pretty much subjective criticisms. I'm not talking about—
A bit loud? Okay, wait, let me lower it a little bit more, my bad.
Objective systems and saying things are objectively bad in the game. It's more a subjective—
Bro, listen, I'm not gonna, anytime a person, because I've done this myself, anytime a person starts over the video, this is just my opinion, it's subjective, you know that's the craziest takes about to come out of their fucking mouth. Like, you know it's about to go down. So this has me actually kind of excited to see what he's gonna say. I'll be real with you. Can you add Subway Surf on the right side? I was thinking about it. Oh my fucking god.
design critique overall.
I fucking hate
One,
this game.
some visual stuff, and two, some more environmental world design. And it kind of bounces off a video that I spoke about prior, where I said I wasn't that impressed with the 3.0 teaser. Now, I think what they've shown now shows a lot more, and it looks a lot better than that initial—
Is he referencing the 3.0 teaser of the Game Awards? I thought that was pretty solid. I'll be real with you, man. As someone who has kind of been not very interested in the game since like 2.5, you know, I played 2.6. I haven't even done 2.7 story yet. I'll be honest with you. I have to do it soon. I thought the 3.0 teaser actually looked beautiful and really got my excitement going again. And I don't know. I find it interesting because he hasn't played the game in a while. I feel like if you don't play the game in a while, PlayStation trailer, yeah, the PlayStation 1, that's what I meant. If you don't play the game for a very long time, you kind of come back to what they were showing. I guess to me, it looked fucking phenomenal. I was like, oh wow, like this is objectively the most beautiful region that they fucking made. Like it's absolutely gorgeous. There's so many cool new things happening. There's the fucking bike. The characters look sick. One of them directly looks like they're from PGR. Like, I thought it looked great. So I'm interested to see what he's saying. If it really is just everything about the bike, I mean, like, bro, if you really don't like it, you could just like not use it if you really hate it that much. Although I think the bike is fine personally.
Teaser. I still believe that teaser that we saw for PlayStation wasn't a great teaser, and that was me critiquing the teaser and then just critiquing what we could see. And a lot of people didn't like that.
I think people were mad that the PlayStation teaser was kind of just like cut short and they wanted to see Cyberpunk. I saw people complain about that on Twitter, but like, I'll be real, I don't really care about that. Like, if someone is quote unquote not happy with the contents of the teaser, I don't care. I actively don't give a shit what you're happy about. Like, the teaser was fine, you know. This isn't even specifically just that pixel. Like, I saw a lot of people complaining about it. I think it was whatever, but okay.
And I just want to say,
what up, George? What up, baby?
Before you freak out and start going mental in the comments and going crazy on the dislikes and stuff, you can do that, but just at least see where I'm coming from first. And then, you know, refute what I'm saying, because it's totally subjective. So you might wholly
Wow.
disagree with me, okay?
You saw that
I'm not
one.
trying to make objective statements about the game here.
Okay.
That being said, shall we get into what I'm talking about? Obviously, the 3.0 live stream happened today, and I did go through and watch like the majority of
Great
it on
live
stream.
stream.
And I want to say,
I think the 3.0 live stream, I'll be real with you, for me personally, is top the 2.0 hype. I think one of the reasons why people were very excited for 2.0 was part of the flight and like the game finally was getting content. And it's a similar situation where this game is now finally getting content. We are finally getting combat events. We're getting so many things. So I'm very happy with it. I thought it was fantastic. And I thought it was better. I actually genuinely thought it was better. I'll be real with you.
there's lots of positives, right? I do like the look of the things they're adding to the combat. I think some of the new weapons, the standard weapons for the area look really cool as well. I
Those
think
look fire,
a lot of the
absolutely.
echoes look really cool. Visually, again, Wuthering Waves pretty much kill it all the design. Although I do have some
Agreed.
issues with some design choices, but visually the game looks gorgeous.
Sure.
The characters' animations look brilliant. Mornier, I think it is.
Yeah,
I
she's
really
fire.
like the look of her. I'm going to talk
baddie.
about one of the other characters that I'm not such a big fan of, which we'll
Alright.
get into in a second. I like the look of the new combat events. I think the driving is cool, but also I've got some issues that I want to talk about that as well. And they're like big parts of my criticisms because it goes into a lot of design stuff. The hologram stuff looks kind of cool. You know, they're adding a lot of things that I think are definitely positives.
I'll be real with you, just off rip. Like it seems like he likes everything, so it's gonna be a rough video. I don't know, man. I feel like if you are listing out about, let's say 80% or 90% of what was teased, and then your one big red flag, or I guess two, would be the design of a character as well as the movement, the traversal. I would still think the positive outweighs the good, but let's see. I can kind of see why people are annoyed, but again, I'm going in with a complete open mind. I'm not here to shit on the guy. I don't hate him or anything. We'll see.
For the new patch, right? They're doing different things as well, and I love to see that they're trying different things, and I'm a big fan of that.
For
okay,
sure.
so now we've got that out the way, right? I just want to like start going on to some of the stuff that I'm not maybe such a big fan of. But before we do that, so you know that I'm not wholeheartedly disliking this across the board. It's a few things that I've got issue with, and I think they're quite big things for me, right? But before we do that, can we just have a look at this here? Like, we've got this, like, geographic video that they took from the live stream, right? And it's basically just showing off some of the environmental stuff.
Beautiful.
And this, it looks really nice, right? I love the colors.
The game is like taking inspiration from so many other video games and then put it in here. I think it looks fucking fantastic.
The design, the whole thing looks pretty nice. I'm a fan of it. This area
What up, Crowbar? What
looks
up, baby?
gorgeous. This area, again, looks absolutely stunning. This looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, we've got, like, these salt pools. Like, it looks really cool. I'm a big fan of this, right? Like, a lot of this looks really dope. I do really like this, like,
this video?
orbital lift thing they've got in the game where you can drive up to the orbital station that's in.
I think, okay, I'll be real with you. This is just like advice. Pixel, if you're watching this, we're 3 minutes in. We're 3 minutes and 38 seconds in, and you've gotten nothing to which you dislike, which is fine. I understand you're trying to lay the groundwork and the framework of like everything you do love and like, but I'll keep it a stack with you, brother. We're about to be 4 minutes into the game, and I don't know if people are probably watching this video because they're mad at you, but if this was a video, let's say, of you like trying to do something positive, it's taken a little bit of a long time to get to the fucking point. I'm kind of just waiting for you to get to the point at this point. This is not even me critiquing like the contents of the video, just the structure. Like, you want to try to get into that shit like a minute or 2 minutes in, like fucking max. Like, we're about to be on 4 fucking minutes. I get it. You think it's beautiful. Me personally, I just get straight into it. That's how I think would be the best way. Also, yes, that is an oiled up Stone Cold Steve Austin. What up, Wisdom? What up, baby?
Space, which is really cool, actually. I really do like that. But that being said,
okay.
I suppose let's get on to, and this as well, this almost looks like Phantasy Star Online,
It does
kind
look
of.
like
It gives me that
Phantasy
vibes.
Star. Yes,
The game
it
gives
does.
me a few different vibes from different
it
stuff.
does.
Some maybe
I
not
agree.
so positive. Well, not
I agree.
negative in a
I think you know what, man? Fuck it. I think every creator needs to start using AI. Yeah, what I'm lazy
vacuum,
on.
but negative when you attach it to Wuthering Waves, and I'll explain that in a second.
Okay.
So I guess let me start with some of the visual elements here, right? This. this is not a negative design, okay?
All right.
This looks fine. It looks good. But I don't think it looks like Wuthering Waves for me.
Bro, okay. We had this with Renacita. We had this conversation with Ryuku where Ryuku did like the fucking breakdown of how the map is 92% dark in 1.0, and then, you know, everyone like, oh, Renacita is going to be Fontaine and it's going to be bad. And then you come to find out that like certain parts of Renacita are dark as fuck, right? You look, for example, Augusta's storyline, that area, pretty fucking crazy. All this other shit. We need to let go of this pigeonholed box that we're putting Wuthering Waves into, of that everything needs to be dark, desolate, and that everything looks like it's going to be dead. This is not Dark Souls, right? This is not Elden Ring. This is a free-to-play gacha game that is open world, that is getting multiple different types of audience into it, that need to switch it up and sell different things. When we go with the takes of like, this just doesn't look like Wuthering Waves to me, yes, bro, people are going to shit on you because I'm not trying to be an asshole. But if you haven't seen anything from 2.2, how are you going to know what Wuthering Waves looks like? You have an idea of what Wuthering Waves conceptually would be from about 8 to 9 months ago, and you have not seen what Wuthering Waves is today in its current state. If this was like 1.2, 1.3, I'd be like, that's a little weird. Like that's out of place. But we have gotten to the point where this has happened multiple times before. Not only people saying this, but the landscape becoming different. So it's like, again, it seems like you have an idea of what the game wants to be, and that's fine. You could have your opinion. I don't really fucking care. But it's like, you're going to get shit for this because you haven't played the game, so you haven't experienced the environmental changes and how this is normal. It's not just going to be a dark, desolate, tacit field 24/7. That's just not how it's going to work. And thankfully, it's not like that, because 2.8, that is one of the best looking areas I think we've ever seen in a gacha game, right? The fucking Chisa space. So again, I get what he's saying. You could absolutely have your own personal preference. I don't care if you have your own personal preference, but by you going with this, oh, this is not like, doesn't look like Wuthering Waves to me, it's like, yeah, sure, it's to you, but this is Wuthering Waves, also W Christmas Tree. Like, it's just a fucking weird take. It's just like, all right, like, okay. Yo, what up, W? What up, baby? Let's see.
Okay, I've just got to say that. Now,
Yeah.
you might disagree. This, to me, looks like something that, it looks like it's straight out of Tower Fantasy. I've got to be honest. Now, I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, because I don't have the same visceral reaction a lot of people have to Tower Fantasy, right? But this doesn't look like Wuthering Waves to me. It just doesn't seem to fit with the whole vibe that the game has, personally, for me.
But again, so that's the problem. Like, again, I'm not... All right, look, listen, at some point in times, for example, I'll give you a perfect example right now. Let me pull this shit up on Twitter real quick. 1 second. I'm actually going to make a separate video about this. Guys, you remember at the Game Awards, they showed off a really garbage fucking game? It was the last game that they showed off. Where is it? Unscripted vent about High Guard, right? High Guard looks like complete fucking garbage. The reason why High Guard looks like garbage is the graphics don't look good, the gameplay is extremely uninspiring, and it's another bullshit hero shooter where we have 5 of these already. So this fucking guy, respectfully, I don't think he's a bad dude. I actually used to watch him on a Destiny podcast. Fran Mirabala is going on a rant. Can we please play the game first before we say it's garbage? No, in certain situations, as I said, how do you know you don't like the taste of diarrhea if you didn't try it yet type ass energy? You don't need to fucking play it. You don't need to eat shit to know you don't like shit. There's absolutely certain circumstances you don't need to be a part of the community. You don't need to, just from an outside perspective, you can be like, oh, nah, man, I think that looks like garbage. I think that looks like garbage, right? But when you're going to sit down and make a statement kind of just like saying this does not look or feel like Wuthering Waves, it's like, brother, but you won't know that because you haven't fucking paid attention to anything. So of course you're going to think it doesn't look or feel like Wuthering Waves. You know what I'm saying? And this isn't even me being an elitist. Like, play the fucking game, have fun with it or whatever, but like, yeah, duh. Like, bro, you haven't played since fucking 2.2. And if you play 2.2, like, bro, 2.2 had like Quartethia shit. So like, I'm just confused. What is your idea of the video game then, my G? Like, it's like, all right, bro. Like, it's just not a good take. It is just not a good fucking take, man. Quitting in 2.2, yeah, I mean, and that's fine, man. The game's not for everyone. Like, not everyone's gonna play it and love it and shit. Concord US 11 days, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it did.
Now I know tonal changes happen. It's a live service game.
For
but I just
sure.
want to put that in. Like, this image, it doesn't it just doesn't vibe with me as Wuthering Waves. This, like I say, looks like something straight out of Tower of Fantasy. All right, I just want to add that in there.
Okay.
So again, this here looks okay, but again, for me, it just doesn't really look like Wuthering Waves, if you will, right? And this is like an outside version of the town here that we've just saw. Again, there's a lot of things that kind of give me like this Sonic kind of world vibe, which again looks fine, but doesn't look like Wuthering Waves to me, right?
What does Wuthering Waves look like? I think we need. I'll be so real with you. I'm not even trying to be funny. I think I need to hold a council to help people. I think, like, for example, I'm not comparing Pixel Tree to Tuho. I want to make this very fucking clear. Pixel Tree's way better than Tuho. But when people talk about things, they don't provide examples, they don't provide context, they kind of just say shit. I think we need to hold a council on how can we sit down and go about structuring our videos so people understand what we're talking about. Because I'm not trying to be a dick here, again, because I don't dislike Pixel Tree. Like, I have nothing against Pixel Tree. What the fuck does Wuthering Waves look like to you, brother? Like, what does it look like? If you can't define what the game is supposed to look like, no one is going to take your opinion serious. I'm sorry. I don't think it's a bad take. I think it's maybe the progress. The game isn't what he wanted, which is fine. It's not exactly great analysis. It just breaks down not what I wanted. Sure, but like when you watch it, right? Because this happened on like 3 separate occasions. You could absolutely say, hey, listen, this is not what I like about the game, but when you're using the word specifically, this doesn't look like Wuthering Waves, but it does. Like it does look like Wuthering Waves. You're putting the game into a box. If you word it differently, if you say, and he said it at certain points, excuse me, he said it at certain points, but he completely fucked up by saying this does not look like Wuthering Waves, and that's where, unfortunately, people are going to fucking attack him. And this is what I'm saying. I think we should, like, I'm not even trying to be funny. We should hold a fucking council on how to do certain videos like this. Not saying I'm better than anyone, but, like, if it's that little pivot that if he didn't fucking say that, it would have been 100% fine, whatever. It doesn't matter. But since you're going to say, this does not look like Wuthering Waves, and then 5 seconds before say, hey, I quit in version 2.2, people are going to be mad at you because they're not going to trust your validity, your opinion, and your analysis of anything because you haven't played the fucking game in like 7 months, right? So again, it's not, the concept itself is not horrible. If you think conceptually that this take is bad, you're fucking dumb. The problem is like when you kind of come across about it in this way, yeah, people are going to fucking shit on you. I'm sorry, like, it's the fucking truth. It's happened to me before. I've done it a million fucking times. I did it with fucking Brand, right? So again, I can understand you don't like the look of it. Fine. But if it's just like, all right, bro, like, okay. But let's keep it going. Let's see.
And again, you know, like, you look at stuff like this, they've added in a lot of stuff that, like, are cool, but at the same time kind of reduce some of the actual reason for having open world games, and for having open world games is to have a scope and scale that makes you want to explore them, right? And I believe we're seeing a lot of things being added into Wuthering Waves now that kind of reduces. Really cool. We've got a bike, right, that allows us to explore the worlds that we've got in the game. Really cool. The fact that everybody gets it, awesome. It's not locked behind characters. I love to see it, right? And the bike design itself actually looks kind of cool. And I like that
I just want to let him cook. Hold on, I just want to let him cook.
And customize it and all that sort of. It would be cool if they had in like not just livery customization, but like actual frame customization. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, that'd
right?
be fire. That'd be fire.
But that's kind of where my positives around the bike end.
Okay.
Apart from, I will say, I was a little bit worried about the potential physics of the bike when you're riding around.
It looks good.
That's my parrot in the background if you can hear him. About the physics of the bike when you're riding around, right? And I was a little bit worried.
Like we've been dating for months. Oh, sorry, Kat, what up, Stinky? You mean like we've been saying for months, no confidence, it's about his feels, his perception, opinion? Yeah, again, I'm like, look at fucking me, Saint, Pharaohs, etc. So many other content creators getting shit on, right? There's a difference when you make like the no comment event stuff. There was nothing to do in this game for like fucking 3 to 4 months. That's just a fact. People were in their feelings, they were mad about it. I don't give a fuck. You knew I'm right. I know I'm right. It's whatever. But when you come across saying, yeah, again, like the game is fucking different, or it doesn't look the same, or it doesn't look like Wuthering Waves, like who the fuck am I? Who am I as Ethan? Who is Pixel Tree as Pixel Tree? Who is anyone in the world to say this is not what Wuthering Waves vision looked like? Because it just comes off very Toboro-ish. It's like, it's like, oh, well, the devs didn't stick to the vision. How would you know? Like, you're not a dev. You're not in those rooms, brother. Like, you don't fucking know. So again, it's like putting the game in a box where it's creatively going outside of this box. I am him. Oh, I don't know about that little pub. You know, it's just like, okay. Like, I'm be real. I hate exploration. I want story and get, not just walk around. Well, again, so he brought up something interesting about, like, you know, open world games. I think there is certain people that absolutely agree with him on that. I'll be real with you. A lot of people, again, let me rephrase this. I don't know if it's a lot of people, but I've seen tons of Reddit posts about people not liking Flight. They thought Flight trivialized the game. They thought Flight made it too easy, etc. And I personally didn't feel that way, but I can understand that perspective, right? Instead of like struggling to climb up a mountain, like in, let's say, a game like Genshin Impact, I'm not even trying to be funny with you, or Breath of the Wild. Now, obviously, the second Legend of Zelda is different because they added like fucking things you can create contraptions with. You didn't struggle to climb up a mountain. But I don't think that was really the point of Renacita. And so there was not as much friction. There was not as much friction in Renacita that I think people wanted. So I think that's 100% fair for someone to feel that way. I truly do. Like, if someone told me that, I'd be like, yeah, I get what you're saying. I don't 100% agree with it, but I get it. I think they changed the vision. Biggest proof is Echo presets originally. Oh yeah, no, they definitely changed the vision over time. Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think we could sit here and like lock it into just, I don't think we could lock it into what you want. It's about what the actual vision of the video game is. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Let's keep it pushing. So I gotta go back to this
I
area.
think those worries have been put to rest because when the bike's driving around,
I got 2 seconds, blaze down.
Actually, not that big. It actually, where have we got it? We've got a little bit of footage here. I think it might have. Here we go. We can see a little bit here. It looks fine, right? The bike actually looks decent when it's riding around, and I kind of like it. It looks okay, and it looks cool here as well, right?
We're gonna watch clarification video again. I don't think people just go and attack Pixel Tree or like fucking say mean things to him. Like, I want to watch it. I'm giving my honest breakdown. I'm not like crashing out. I'm not gonna like be like, oh my god, like I don't. It's too early in the morning for me to fucking crash out. I'll be real with you. I only crashed out because he's fucking Australian. Like, you know, it's like Aussie. But yeah.
And the radio, awesome. Love to see that. That's really cool.
Dude,
and you've got this first person view and the cinematic view, and you can take your waifus on it, and we've got all the customization and stuff, right? But again, that's kind of where my positives for that end.
My fault.
My issue with it, if I can just find, I need to go back now. Let me just quickly find this here a second, guys, because this is kind of like where I've got a bit of a critique with the actual bike itself.
Okay.
And let me just find it. Okay, this was the part I was looking for, right?
All right, let's hear this out.
This is where one of my major criticisms starts to come into with the bike system, right? And it's one of the things I was talking about when I was talking about exploration in a game like Enfield, and just exploration in general. In a game where it's open world or semi-open world or whatever, I want to be encouraged to explore. And I feel like when you're given tools that are based around momentum are good, because as the world gets bigger, it necessitates tools to make you get around the world faster, to make it feel less of a chore. But I think at the same time then, what you do is you make a world that gets bigger, becomes smaller because of these momentum tools, and then it kind of makes some of the things that make exploring fun go away. It removes them. And I think what they're doing here is kind of like a perfect example of them not just doing that, but going a step forward and saying, we kind of get that you don't like doing that as well, so we're just going to remove it. Some people...
Okay. I mean, listen, I don't... This is a player preference thing. This is a player preference thing, man. Like, the bike is going to take... Look at World of Warcraft Classic right now, right? I'm not flying. This is not a mount. I had to go to someone and take a flight master to fly to an area. If I don't take the flight master to fly to the area, I gotta walk like 40 fucking minutes. Maybe not 40 minutes, but I gotta walk a long time. You don't get a mount to like level 50, level 60, or level 40 in Classic. And some people love that shit. Some people love just walking around, interacting with people in World of Warcraft. Other people like myself, when I first started, I hated it, right? So I hopped into retail, I got a mount at level 10, and I was chilling. It's absolutely a per person basis thing, so I'm not gonna really shit on him on this part. I'll be real with you, but my expectation for the game, the way that I am seeing this, maybe I'm wrong here. If I have to predict how the map is gonna be, right? This is the fucking map. this whole thing. It's a big fucking map. And what they're going to do is they are going to make the map maybe in some ways possibly extremely massive, so that way you can ride around your bike and shit. Like, you know, you have your little trail or whatever, and like it goes here, and then across some points, you know, they'll have something here, they'll have something here, they'll have something here, they'll have something wide out here and shit. I don't think, for me, it doesn't necessarily make the exploration worse. In some ways, I think it's going to make it better for me because it's going to be fun. It opens up the doors for fucking racing. It opens up so many different things. I don't think the map is going to have this high amount of like crazy super big structures. And even if they did have really crazy big structures that are so vertical or horizontal, whichever it is, I don't know, I'm fucking autistic. Like, even if they did have that, you could still find a way to climb it. So I don't know, man. Like, again, this is a personal preference thing where he feels like it's going to take away the exploration for him. So I'm not going to shit on him and be like, you're fucking stupid. Like okay, like if that's how you feel, I mean, like, I guess that's fine, but we have to see how the map structure is. You know what I'm saying? They literally adjusted 2.x so that way that it would fit perfectly with the flight zones, and I think they did a good job. There's certain parts of exploration that maybe didn't utilize as much in 2.x that you did with 1.x, but I'll save judgment on it and see how it looks in 3.0, because again, the way I'm looking at it, it's probably going to be a very, very large amount of landscapes and shit that you drive around, and you could fucking auto cruise and shit and just look at the beautiful environments, but also like collect things. Like, so I'm not really like, I'm not pressed about it. Does that make sense? I'll take anything quality life or exploration, yeah. And you just not use the mechanic? I mean, if you really wanted to pull a World of Warcraft classic and run around on the land like how I'm doing right now to every single fucking area, I mean, yeah, you could technically not use it, right? I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't, but if you really, really don't like, I mean, but also, like, I'm not trying to be a dick. He doesn't play the games. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, I mean, maybe he'll try it in 3.0, right? But, like, he doesn't fucking play the game. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think this is something for me to crash out on and be like, oh my god, this is a horrible take. I get what he's saying, but it's a case by case basis. There's no right or wrong answer to this one. I'll be real with you.
Might like these, but for me, it just feels
Yeah, okay.
and like the antithesis to the design of what I want to do in a game like this, right? And this is
Okay.
what we see.
See, I think that was actually decent framing, where he said it's the antithesis of the game that for what I want to do, as opposed to Wuthering Waves fucked up. Yo. Cool.
Yeah, just check this out. You got this with the bike, which I think looks goofy as hell as well. I've got to say, right, the bike riding around looks cool. This shit looks goofy. I don't care what anybody says, but it's this here.
I don't think it looks
that's
goofy.
the issue. So you can kind of go into this view. I forgot what it's called now. They'll name it in a second, but you go into this view where it goes into a bullet time, and you can kind of look around, and you can see chests and pickups, right? And then they do that, and they go into the bullet time, and then they do this goofy shit here. That's so goofy. I'm sorry, it's so goofy. These barrel rolls and stuff with the bike just looks. They don't look good, man. I'm sorry. It might be fun,
I'm too low
right?
level
But
for this.
it just doesn't look good. And then
Okay, I mean, like, I don't know, man. Does it really look goofy though? Like, I guess again, this is a personal preference thing, but like a lot of people don't think it looks goofy. I mean, he thinks it looks goofy, so I don't particularly care. I don't particularly care if he thinks he looks goofy. It's just kind of fun. It's just a different mode of exploration. I can kind of understand your perspective on like, hey, like this is going to take away the enjoyment of me running around and shit. But I guess like really like nitpicking on the animation stuff, it's like, all right, okay, the dude playing WoW looks more goofy. Fuck you, dog. I'm indifferent, to be honest. Like, I don't particularly care. Like, I don't think it looks goofy. I think it looks perfectly fine. I truthfully do. Like, I don't look at this and be like, oh my god, did you see that garbage? Did you see that fucking trash? I think that's a little, you know, it's a little like, what about it like looks goofy, I guess? Like, what is your I think if he were to give like, hey, this is what I would expect, this is what I would think that would make this better, he would have a much better response. I truthfully do. I like it. What about it looks goofy? You know, you could say, I don't care what anyone says, this looks fucking trash. Okay, what looks trash about it? What do you think looks better? But you also just said a couple moments ago the handling and stuff looks good and it seems solid. So I could see why people are like kind of like calling him a hypocrite and shit. it does come off like just baseless criticisms without any real examples of like supporting background of it. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, he's doing it to hate the game. I don't think so. Like, I don't think Pixel Tree's doing this shit to farm. I think he legitimately just doesn't fuck with that, and that's fine. Like, again, I don't care. Like, if he doesn't fuck with the game, he doesn't fuck with the game. He doesn't fuck with it. I'm not gonna like fucking put his head on a stick or some shit. But at the same time, like, it would be helpful to understand what your perspective is, because right now, from an auditory standpoint, you are not providing anything that could make me sit down and understand what you would think is a better alternative, right? One of the big things about doing criticisms and things is it's not always required, but to help make your point feel better is to provide some sort of alternative or genuine reasoning as to what is wrong and how you would potentially fix it or change it. And we haven't really had that here yet at all. So it's a little unfortunate, but okay, let's keep it going. I don't really. All right.
We automatically gather the items. So now in this game that they're kind of removing a lot of the open world aspect through all these tools, and then they do this goofy shit here. That's so goofy. I'm sorry, it's so goofy. These barrel rolls and stuff with the bike they don't look good, man. I'm sorry. It might be fun, right? But it just doesn't look good. And then we automatically gather the items.
Bro, it's been like this since fucking day one. What is he talking about? Okay. I'm just confused. Like, what? It's a reward for collecting something. I'm just like, bro, like, for example, one of the events that are complete dog shit, right? Is the flight events, because they just play the game automatically. But if you fly through, like, let's say you're a ring in the open world or you collect something, you get your fucking rewards. Like, what do you want? Like, do you not want them to get the rewards? Or like, are you mad that he's Spider-Man to the reward? Like, I don't... He didn't Spider-Man to the reward. He Spider-Man to the objective. Like, I'm kind of just confused. Like, what is the criticism? I don't know, man. It just feels fucking... This one feels a little forced. I'll be real with you. I don't particularly know what's wrong here.
So now, in this game that they're kind of removing a lot of the open world aspect through all these tools, they're removing the idea of actually the reason to explore in these games. It's not GTA. It doesn't give me hours of fun to just play in the sandbox, right?
Sure, none of these games do,
the environmental
unfortunately.
enjoyment, I guess, from games like this is going and getting all the little bits and pieces, and then probably doing a little bit of like fun stuff in the world. But that's kind of like the smaller part of it. The majority of it is, oh, there's something over there. Let me go get it. And that's what I said I really liked about Enfield, because of it being a bit more grounded and kind of like a PlayStation 2 action adventure platformer. I like that.
I mean, you have every right to enjoy Enfield more. I personally don't. I don't like Enfield. I think Enfield sucks. I think the combat looks good. I think everything else looks fucking buns. You have every right to enjoy Enfield more, 1,000,000 fucking %. Like, that is your God-given choice. I just, again, these criticisms just feel super forced to me. I'll be honest with you. There's, like, I don't sit here, like Enfield's exploration is setting down the traps, and then, you like the slow pace of it, and that's fine. But that's not what Wuthering Waves is providing at the moment. And I guess if you really wanted to, you don't have to use the motorcycle. Like, to be honest with you, it's not something that is mandatory for you to sit down and function with. But it just feels, I don't know, man. I'll be like, I'm trying so fucking hard to be charitable right now. Like, I'm genuinely trying to be, like, fucking as nice as I can be and not shit on him and not say that this is the worst thing I've ever seen. Like, I'm really fucking trying to give it a fair shake, but it's definitely this one is a little stinky. I think this one's a little stinky. It's like, okay, like, you can absolutely enjoy one version better. You clearly like slower paced stuff more. Would you say that if someone says Enfield's fucking garbage because it's slower pace, like, are we going to keep the same energy? Like, I don't know. It's just it's kind of like a no issue to me. If you don't like it, you don't like it,
I don't like this because I don't like, what reason do I ever have to go over here now, other than if, like, story dictates I go over there? I've got no reason to go to these places at all
How
now
do you know?
because
But how do you? The game's not out yet. Like, the game is physically not here. We don't know. You never know. Like, what if they put more rewards there? What if you just want to go there for fun because it's fucking cool and it's a video game, and it's a gotcha game adding a fucking sick ass motorcycle? Like, what the fuck is he talking about? You don't have a reason. How do you know? I don't know. Maybe he's right. Maybe there is nothing to do there, but I won't fucking know until the game comes out. Like what? You definitely have a reason. What if you just want to play the fucking game? Like, I don't. Okay, like, all right, I guess. Like, question mark. Also, what up? This like, there. We're speaking in absolutes for something we don't necessarily know is absolute or not. You know what I mean? Like, okay.
the things that I needed to go over there for, I've just instantly picked up by using this skill. So it kind of like negates any reason for me to explore certain parts of the map. And I'm not a big fan of that. I'm genuinely not a big fan of that as well.
How does this negate exploring other parts of the map? This is one particular part of the map that you said you wouldn't go there. I don't know. How does this negate exploring the whole map? I don't. Am I missing something? Like I'm not trying to be a dick. Is there something in this that I'm missing that I'm just not understanding? I don't think him going on a motorcycle is negating from playing the game. It's one particular area. You're saying maybe you won't go back to this one particular area, right? If you don't go back to this one particular area, who the fuck cares? Do you go back to every single part of the area in every single gacha game and every single exploration game? There's tons of places in World of Warcraft. Actually, maybe not World of Warcraft. Like Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail. There's so many places where you kind of go, you get your shit done, and you'll never fucking see that shit again. So I don't really know what. Again, I just wish. We'll watch the follow-up after this. I want to see the follow-up. I just wish bro would have some sort of, like, fucking explanation or, like, you know, more. Like, okay, this is an example. This is what I'm talking about. Because, you know, if you play a video game and you complete an area or you do the objective in the area, you're fucking gone. Like, you're just gone. I don't know.
Well, and
like, I actually don't know.
another thing this adds as well, because you're able to do all of the things, ride around and grapple and barrel roll in the air on a motorbike, which I'm sorry just looks ridiculous for me personally.
I mean, it's fine if it's
I'm not saying those systems are bad,
whatever.
but in Wuthering Waves, it just doesn't feel like it fits to what the game originally was, personally. And I get it, a lot of people say,
Okay.
dude, maybe this game's just not for you anymore, you're not the market. Fair enough. But it's
What was the originals game thing, though? Like, what are we saying? Bro, 6 months into the game, we got flight. What does that mean? 6 months into the game, we got flight. I think it's where type games have a great ability to bring old areas, for sure. Zelda did this super well. Breath of the Wild, very rarely, if you clear a place, like, you're not, I don't think you're ever going back to a spot. Like, I never went back to a place in Breath of the Wild. But I guess I'm just curious, like, what... Hold on, I gotta read. Hold on a second. I'm getting stuff locked, bro.
for this game. I'm not saying those systems are bad, but in Wuthering Waves, it just doesn't feel like it fits to what the game originally was, personally. And I get it, a lot of people say...
But what was the game originally exploration-wise? We had a grappling hook, we had the we had grappling hooks, we had unlimited running, no stamina running, we had clamber, wall climbing, etc. Like, the original game exploration was actually really fucking fantastic. Then they added flight 6 months into the video game. So 6 months into the video game, their vision changed. And then it evolved. And now it's evolving again. So I guess I'm just sitting here and I'm confused on, like, what do you think? It seems like more of the fact that you have a certain way that you want to play the games, and that's 100% okay. Like, you want to enjoy games a certain way. Like, I'm not going to fucking tell you can't enjoy a video game the way you want to enjoy it. Like, that's fucking ridiculous. That would be really stupid of me to say. But at the same time, I'm hearing this video, and it's just like, yeah, Wuthering Waves is not fitting my vision. And that's fine, because it didn't fit my vision for the game for about 4 months. So I played World of Warcraft, and I was doing other shit, right? But I don't think making a piece saying, yeah, the game is kind of, like, falling off because, you know, I don't like the exploration. It's like, no, the game's not falling off or anything like that. You just don't like the exploration. And again, that's fair. But then to make a video kind of claiming that, like, the vision has changed. It's like, no, what is the objective vision? What is your interpretation of the vision the game had? Because again, we only did it out flying for like fucking 6 months. Like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Dude, maybe this game's just not for you anymore. You're not the market. Fair enough. But it's a game I really like, so I'm gonna like offer criticisms and my viewpoints now and again, especially when.
I mean, like, you haven't played this as 2.2 though. Like, listen. You look. I don't give a fuck if someone farms, bro. I've farmed all year this year, and I'm farming right now. But I think if we're gonna position this as, you know, I do like the game. I think it's a great game. You know, I want to give it its criticisms. Like, all right, like, I don't think he's making. I could see why some people would say I think he's making this video to shit on the game, because you haven't played it since 2.2. Like, you haven't played it in fucking 6 months. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't think that's bro's intentions. Again, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I think he's just farming. But like, you should just say that. Like, you should just straight up say, yeah, no, I'm farming. Yeah, fuck it, it is what it is. Maybe he says it in the next video, but I don't think we could sit down and do the whole route of, well, I love the game. I don't think you do. I don't know if you do. I'll be real with you, and that's fine if you don't, because like, I don't give a fuck. Like, we're grown ass men, brother. Like, fucking don't play something, don't like it. I don't care. But I think going with this whole like, oh no, I just want to give it the constructive criticism because I love it. It's like, again, you could absolutely give constructive criticism, even if I don't agree with your takes. I don't give a fuck. But I think when you frame it like this, it's like, yeah, man. It's like, it's a little rough, but okay.
Poignant things happen. 3.0 is pretty poignant. 2.0 was brilliant. And 3.0 is happening now. So it's a big deal. So I want to talk about it. But adding in the bike and adding in all these tool sets, look at the map design here. Now, there is areas, that's why I preface the video showing you off different areas of the map that look gorgeous. And I'm sure there's areas that are more designed for when you're on foot and a bit more of the cinematic aspect that's connected to the story and the set pieces and stuff, right? But like, look at this here. The map just looks weird to me. Like, there's lots of footage of it kind of looking like a Sonic world. It looks like I'm playing a Sonic game. You know, all of this is designed in such a way that I can ride the bike up these slopes, which sounds cool.
Yes, that's what it's designed. It's designed for you to play the fucking game, ride the bike. Yes, you hit the nail on the head. This one specific area is designed for the bike. What is bad about that? I'm confused. It's one area we've seen.
Cool, but it just doesn't feel like an immersive action RPG to me. It looks like a stage that's designed around a gimmick, and that's cool because that gimmick can be fun, but it takes away this idea that I'm in this interesting, evolving world that like is trying to immerse me. It's like the game's like, well, we're in a world that's just funky and crazy, because, you know?
All right, man. I don't know, bro. I'll be fucking honest with you. I think we're getting off the rails a little bit here. I'll be fucking real. He's funky and crazy. Whoa. That should be a new soundbite. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough, man. That's I mean, if this is really breaking your immersion from your viewpoint of the game, obviously, like, for sure, you could absolutely say the game is not for you. But again, I think we sit here and we're looking at this from such a black and white perspective of what you want the framework of the video game to be for what it was for the first 2 months of the game. You know, it was literally just for the first 2 months, and we're kind of judging the whole bike mechanic based off of one specific area you saw that has a bike ramp, that has a couple colorful things on it. Now, granted, this is not what I expected the area to look like at all. I'll be real with you. They said cyberpunk. I thought it would be more like Cyberpunk the show. Like, I truly did. But then I saw this. I'm like, okay, I see what they're going for. They have multiple different types of... I mean, they showed it in the trailer, bro. Like, hold on. Can someone link me the fucking trailer? They literally showed it in the trailer of all the different types of places they have. They have, like, really intense looking areas. They have, like, little goofy looking areas that are colorful and shit. They have something like this. Like, they have something for everyone. I mean, like, I don't really think it's that big of a deal. It's different parts of the design. Like, again, if you don't like it, that's fine. But I think going about this is in a very weird way that I could definitely see why there was backlash. I get it. I'm not gonna shit on him. Again, hopefully his follow-up video is better. If he could kind of like explain his points a little bit more, then sure.
And environments are just going to shift and change, not because it makes sense to the world, just because it makes sense to the new utility that's in the world.
Okay.
And I don't like that.
I mean, but do we know though? Like, do we sit down and genuinely know what the do we? I can't challenge. That's crazy. Do we know? Like, I'm not trying to be like dumb, like funny, but like we don't know anything about the area yet. We don't know anything about the lore. We know nothing about. We literally know fucking nothing. You saw 4 fucking areas. The take is I don't like the bike and is affirming the bike traversal mode. Gotta be able to logic that one out. Wait, the take is I don't like the bike and this is affirming the bike traversal mode. Wait, what does that mean? It makes sense the world's trying to create even though they want to explain it. No, okay, but he literally just said, hold on. I'll be real with you, it's fucking confusing me. I'm trying fucking hard. I'm trying to fucking think from his perspective. But everything from his perspective right now is just, I don't fucking like it. And I don't care if you don't like it, bro. Like, I actually don't give a fuck, like, genuinely. But I'm trying to fucking be charitable here. But this shit is about to fucking make me, like, tilt. Like, okay.
I don't like this idea.
It's literally just, I don't like it. Okay. Why? Fucking, I mean, he said that he doesn't feel immersed. What about it? What is we don't have an assumption. Like, I don't mean, like, what about the world? We don't know why the world looks like this. We have no fucking information. Like, fuck me. Like, please. Like, hold on. Like, let me go back, like, a minute.
Like I'm playing a Sonic game. You know, all of this is designed in such a way that...
like, fucking fuck. Like, Jesus Christ. You're playing a Sonic game. Like, are you really fucking playing Sonic? When you played Final Fantasy 4, or was it 15, and they had a fucking car to traverse, was it playing Sonic? Or you only think it's doing Sonic because of wheelies and shit? Like, what the fuck? I think he's basically saying the world design has changed a ton in the counter new traversal method in a way that feels out of place to him. Did it not feel out of place for him in 2.0 then? Because 2.0 was like, I'm not going to say it's like leeway-esque, but 2.0 was fucking massive traversal areas, right? Massive fucking mountains and shit that you had to fly to and stuff. Obviously, they had things on land as well, but like, so can't you just say the same? And this is something that we've seen for tons of these games, though. You saw it in Genshin Impact with Natlan. They did a bad job of it. You see this with a lot of video games. I just don't know what the fuck is happening. I don't know the central point. He's saying that the world is built to use the bike, and that's not great for me because I don't like the bike. Well, no shit. You don't like the bike, but to make the area that is on traversal mode make selling point of the game is gig retarded. Yeah, it's just like I'm just confused. Like, again, I'm trying fucking hard because I don't dislike him. But what the fuck is happening? Like, holy fuck. Holy shit.
Ride the bike up these slopes, which sounds cool,
fuck.
But it just doesn't feel like an immersive action RPG to me. It looks like a stage that's designed around a gimmick, and
it's one part of the fucking game. It's one part of the traversal, bro. The action RPG is in the fucking holograms. It's in the combat. It's in the parrying, the dodging. Like, oh my fucking Christ, brother. What the fuck? If the game was literally just only Dark Souls, people would fucking hate it. I would love it, but people would hate it because it's for fucking casuals. It's a casual game, but even if it's not a casual game, like Witcher 3 has fucking Gwent. Do you think, like, let's say something like Gwent, there's certain parts of the game that are designed around Gwent that means Gwent is bad because it's not action? It's a weird fucking take. You just want the game to be an action game. Again, that's fine. You can have what you want, but Arknight's Enfield is not just a fucking action game. Arknight's Enfield, you're over here fucking building towers and shit. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is happening? Holy shit, I'm trying my hardest, brother. I'm trying to fucking hear you out, but, like, the amount of crazy, just, like, straight-up assumptions, it's just like, we don't even have the game yet. You looked at one fucking area. The whole game, I don't think the whole game will be like it. And even if it is, it's fucking, you're using the bike for funsies. You're not bringing the bike into combat unless you fucking get Linnae. Like, okay.
Cool. Because that gimmick can be fun, but it takes away this idea that I'm in this interesting, evolving world.
It's interesting because it looks fucking cool. It's literally a Sonic realm. That's why it's interesting to someone like me. Like, it's fucking interesting. Like, what do you, like, interesting is subjective, yes, but if it's not interesting to you, just, like, bro, who cares? But, like, we can't say that it objectively doesn't look interesting because you don't fuck with it, big man. What the fuck?
That, like, he's trying to immerse me. It's
Holy
like,
shit.
the game's like, well, we're in a world that's just funky and crazy, you know? And environments are just going to shift and change, not because it makes sense to the world, just because it makes sense to the new utility that's in the world. And I don't like that. I don't like that, personally. Now, does it mean it's going to be bad? No. It just means that you'll have vacuous spaces within the map that there's nothing to do because it's there for you to whip around in your motorbike, which you might have fun with.
We don't know
but overall,
you
end up going bigger and shallower, and then add in the fact that I can just literally suck up and hoover up all of these items through this tool on the bike. Now, I don't know how often you can do that or exactly how it works.
Perfect.
But it seems like they're really reducing the need to go fetch things in this area. Now, that's probably going to be specific to this area.
You fucking made me die in World of Warcraft. That's the worst part of this fucking video. You made me die in WoW. I'm trying to fucking lock in and you're saying some bullshit, bro. Bullshit. Fuck out of here, bro. Please.
Yeah, because we know Flight was Renacita. We know the bike's going to be this. Who knows what we get next? But my worry is...
we're not going to get anything next for another year. Oh, my God, bro. Dude, Enfield literally has a gimmick of zip lines. The game is designed around zip lines. The reason why you don't move fast, the reason why you don't have mounts and shit is because they want you to fucking zip line everywhere. They want you to factory build and zip line shit. Do you think that's not similar? Do you think that the game is not fundamentally designed around the zip lines? It's just that you enjoy that version. You enjoy that content, and that's fine. Again, I don't care. If you like something, you like it. But the game is going to obviously be designed around one of the biggest gimmicks coming for players. Like, what the fuck? Like of course. As Tillian said, like, yeah, you don't need to like it, sure. But, like, whoop-de-fucking-do. Parts of the map are going to be a Sonic area. Is it really that bad? Like, is that a horrible thing?
Which is not so much of a worry for me, because I'm not playing the game anymore. But I want to come back to the game.
Oh my God, brother. I gotta make this video to criticize the game because I care about it, but I'm not playing the game, but I want to come back. But now I won't come back because they added a bike. Bro, I'll be real. I don't think you want to play the game, and that's fine, bro. So I'm playing WoW. I don't want to fucking play gacha games forever. Like, we're fucking, you know, eventually we're gonna break out into other shit, but it's like, okay, like, you know, like, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. You're just shooting yourself in the foot. Honestly.
My worry is that every time we go to a new area, there's a new utility because people crave this momentum-based movement.
Yeah.
The map is always going to be designed around that specific utility rather than just being a cool, interesting map. Now, is the parts of this that look cool and interesting? I think there is, Roy. Like, I must admit, it will be probably really fun to maybe have PvP races on the bike and stuff like that.
Yes,
and some of the tracks, they look dope. From a gameplay perspective of racing along on these roads that are going into the air and kind of chicaning and going on the side. Looks cool. But when you think about it in the sense of the world, it looks ridiculous, right? Like, why on earth?
You don't know what the world looks like. Nobody knows what this world looks like. We're going to fucking college, for Christ's sakes. We're literally going to fucking college. We're getting a slice of life anime college. What are you saying? In the sense of the world, you don't know and I don't know. And you don't know what the world looks like after 2.2. Like, come on, big man. Please, why are you doing this? There's no reason to do this. There's no fucking... yeah, back to school. There is no reason for you to do this shit, my man. Like, my G, what the fuck?
Would the world be built like that? Like, why? It doesn't make any sense to me. And I suppose maybe I'm thinking about it a little too deep in that regard, right? But I can't help it. Like, if you're going to try and... you know, immerse me in this world.
Oh my God, bro.
It kind of like loses a little bit in that regard when you start doing this stuff. Like don't get me wrong, visually this stuff look cool, and it's cool that like other people are driving around on the road as well. I really like that. Like, it makes the world feel alive, right? But as I say again, it just feels like this sort of stuff to me.
Please.
Like, it's just kind of goofy, man.
Oh
like,
my God. Oh, it looks cool. I like it. It's goofy. Fucking please. Fucking please, bro. Fuck me, man. Like, fucking holy shit. Like, fuck. Oh, fuck, bro. This is how I feel playing this fucking video right now. But, like, I'm begging you. You gotta fucking pick a side, man. You gotta fucking pick a side and just stick to it. Holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit.
Come on. Like, even if you like the look of this, right, and you think this looks cool, you got to admit it looks kind of goofy in this supposedly
No.
post-apocalyptic world based around.
We're not in a post-apocalyptic world right now, bro. We're going to fucking space. We're going back to high school. What are you saying? Renesita looked fucking fine. What'd you think of Renesita? Oh my god, bro. I'm telling you, the worst thing Wuthering Waves could have ever done was say that the post-apocalyptic, because they described that for 1.1 and that's it. That's it. Like that's it. Like they should have never done that, because since they did that, that's all people talk about. And that was the worst fucking thing they could have ever done, because now that shit is just sticking to them for whatever reason, and I don't know why. I just don't get it, man. I just don't.
Lament, and we're going to have highbrow storytelling in this game that people keep banging on about, and then we're grappling, hooking, and barrel rolling a motorbike through fucking midair on like elevated roads because yo, it looks cool, and it's like, look, let's do Mario Kart shit. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm like not a big fan of it. So I guess there's my criticisms on how I think the world design is being affected negatively by these utilities. Let's, I guess, a positive thing here, really positive about.
I'll be so real. There's still 10 minutes. There's still 10 fucking minutes. Oh, fuck.
The tune breaks up on that, as I said earlier. I do like this building system where it looks like you're able to build out a road network. Really cool. I will say that it looks like most players are going to need blueprints, right?
How are you going to... Why would you like that? It's for the goofy fucking... It's for the goofy bike system. What are you talking about? What are you fucking talking about, bro? Like, what do you mean? Like, you can't... Like, bro, come on, son. Like, fucking come on already. Like, holy fucking shit.
I know people struggle with
it. Yo, what's going on, Pro? What up, baby?
I'm just joking.
What's good, brother?
These look cool as well, as I say. The echoes look really cool.
The echoes look fantastic.
They actually genuinely look dope. Mostly, I love the fact that they're going with this kind of like... animal mechs, kind of like Horizon Zero Dawn. Looks dope. Some of them look really cool, right? But let me just move on to the characters.
Okay.
So let me just drop my character out for a split second, right? Because I just wanted to say again, Mornier, however you say her name, right? She looks great. I've got a soft spot for white-haired characters in Wuthering Waves and in gacha games in general. I thought she didn't look that great when I first saw her. She looks really cool.
I agree.
And the combat looks really cool.
I agree.
Both characters' animations look great. But the other girl, what's her name? Linnae. I'll go back to this game again that I mentioned earlier. It kind of looks like a character that could be in Tower of Fantasy or NTE.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I'm not saying it doesn't look visually better than those games in terms of the character design, right? Because it does. In-game, she looks a lot better than what you get in those games. But it just feels very NTE, very Tower of Fantasy to me. She does. She's...
How Sway? How? What there, bro? Like, yo, could someone send me a picture of a character from Tower Fantasy, bro? Someone find me a character from Tower Fantasy, please. Fuck, bro. Okay. Like, all right, man. All right, I get it. You like. All right, bro. Like, what are we doing?
She's not really anything special in terms of a visual design. It doesn't mean she's bad,
cool. She looks like
because I don't think she is.
She looks like a fucking schoolgirl who has colorful costumes and shit. She looks fucking fire. She literally looks sick as hell. Like, I don't know, what do you want? Like, what would make you happy? Like, I don't know what bro would want from this video game. This is what Tower Fantasy looks like, brother. I'll be real. I don't think these two look alike in the slightest. I truthfully don't. Okay.
But then, like, you go on to Mornier, and man, she looks fucking cool.
Yeah,
she looks really cool, man. Like, I think she's much better design-wise. She very much looks like a Kuro character. She looks like she's been teleported straight out of PGR, in my opinion. Like, she looks brilliant. I think there's a big positive there. But yeah, I just wanted to say that, like, yeah, I'm not...
But okay, so here's the thing. That's why they're dropping two characters with two completely different designs. The whole concept behind dropping these characters with completely different designs is so that way people get different things, right? Everyone wants something different from the game. So since they want something different, they're going to get a different character. So even let's say you're not pulling for meta, you're pulling for just characters and waifus and shit. Some people won't pull for the schoolgirl people, and other people love the anime shit going back to school. You know what I mean? Like, people don't want to pull for her, and that's absolutely okay. But that's why when they create these video games, there's different options, there's different alternatives, due to the fact, you know, there's different interest. And it's okay for something to not interest you and say, no, that's not for me. That's fine. But, like, the basis of all these criticisms is just, I think they look like shit. I think they don't look good. It's like, all right, bro. Like, okay. Like, you want a cookie? Like, what do you want me to say? Like, it's not even being presented in like, a way that I think is meaningful or thoughtful or any type of, like, you know what? This is what I think would make it look better. It's not. It's just being presented. This is garbage. And it's like, oh, by the way, the expiration's ruined. Well, we don't really know what the expiration is going to be yet, but it's ruined. It's like, how could it be ruined if you don't fucking know? None of us know. Like, nobody fucking knows, my man.
Of
like,
I don't like this weapon either. I think it looks kind of meh. But she looks amazing. She looks amazing. She really does. She looks so good. But
Yo, thank you for the follow, Mel. I appreciate you.
Honestly, it could be an NTE character if you ask me. That's not necessarily a negative. I'm just not a massive fan of it. Okay. So I suppose this whole video is just me, once again, going back to this whole design philosophy question and point of view, right? This is all subjective. Everything I've said here is subjective, right? You might disagree with everything, and that's totally...
I'll be real with you. You're using that as a crutch for the fact that you've low-key kind of made it sound objective. Yes, these are your subjective opinions, but you have made it sound objective in the way you've presented it, and that's why people are mad at you. It took 4 minutes to get to the meat and potatoes of the video, and then you were kind of you contradicted yourself 5 times, maybe more. And I'm not trying to be a dick to you, Pix. I don't think you're a bad dude, but like, this video is just poorly structured. It was poorly worded, and just because you say something is subjective, like, yeah, okay, well, my opinion's subjective. The ocean is actually yellow. It's like, well, it's not, right? Or it's like, okay, this is my subjective opinion, and then like you just go on to kind of run it as if it's objective, and it's like, well, yeah, of course people are going to be mad. Like, yeah, fucking maybe if I painted enough, yeah, for sure. It's like, yeah, people are going to be pissed because it's you presented it in a way that's not good. I'll be honest with you.
Fine.
Like,
and
genuinely.
Put it in the comments. Like, blast me if you want, because I know Wuthering Waves players do. Every time you criticize something.
Hey, listen, don't get me wrong. I think all gacha players are hypersensitive. I truthfully do, including WoW players. I think that if you say something about the game, I mean, a perfect case in point is me saying there was no combat events for fucking 4 months. Because there was nothing to do in that fucking game. There was nothing to do for 4 months. That's a fact. That's a fact. And people got in their fucking panties and they were mad. Oh, go play a different game. You're right, I did. I played World of Warcraft. Greatest game of all time. Thank you for the suggestion. Like, of course, there's genuine validity to the fact that gacha fans are absolutely soft as fuck, and they'll cry if you say something about their favorite waifu. But this is just a situation where it really is just kind of like, I'll be real with you, it's like garbage criticism. And it didn't have to be, because some of his points I could absolutely understand. Some people didn't like flight. Some people will not like, they're not going to like the fucking, the bike. And that's 100% okay, because they feel like it dumbs down the traversal. That's a very common thing that people say, just in general for exploration stuff. But the way it was presented and shit, my fucking God.
People go mental. But I think it's fair to criticize things. Do the areas look visually pleasing? Yes. Do I think they're designed well? Not personally, but that doesn't mean they're not designed well, right? They're designed well for the functionality, in my opinion. And the functionality is to facilitate this new utility, which is the bike, which it probably does it very well. But does that create an interesting, immersive, engaging world for me? Not really.
You, no.
I've got to say, not really. I wouldn't mind if there was like a particular few areas here and there dotted about that it was designed for, which it does look like you have got your areas that are a little bit more self-contained for more the grounded, foot-based content.
So then how the fuck, like, how are you going to say that? Bro, you literally said earlier the whole area is going to be designed around the bike and it ruins all the exploration, and now you're saying that there's foot content. What are we talking about? You have to pick a side. You know what I mean? Like, this is in your outro too. This is like in the last 4 minutes of the video. Like, you're kind of like backpedaling a little bit of your own takes. Okay. This is why speaking in absolutes is very dangerous. Because when you speak in absolutes and when you don't mean to speak in absolutes, and then you make like a critical think piece like this, which it's not very critical, you're just gonna get held to the fire because it's like this literally using your own words against you. Like, okay,
I don't know, man. I'm not buying this aesthetic personally.
you don't need to.
I think
It's fine.
I get it. We need tonal changes through the game, but I want to feel like I'm still existing in the same world. I don't feel like this game exists in the same world anymore. It just doesn't feel like it's connected.
Okay, but what world is this? Like, what world are you trying to exist in? I'm not trying. Listen, I think you should play the game. You should enjoy it at your own pace. You should enjoy it, have fun, whatever. But like, what world are you existing in? Because the only world you've experienced was 1.0 to 2.2, and 2.2 was more of like a happier, like looking world. Like it wasn't as dark as 1.0. It wasn't as happy as 2.7 or 2.8's, look. But like, what do you want? Like, what do you want? It just kind of sounds like, again, I don't think he's making this video just to shit on Wuthering Waves. I truthfully don't. I think he's trying to convey and explain how he feels, and what he dislikes about it. I don't think he's doing this in bad faith. I could 1,000,000% see how people interpreted it as bad faith because he's like said this different things like 5 different times. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he knows what he wants. I think he just wants to play Enfield, and I think that's fine. I think he'll play Enfield and he'll have a good time. But like to say that there's no dark spots, like it's just objectively wrong. Like that's objectively false, right? So again, we're kind of circling back to just kind of yapping about shit and kind of contradicting and just saying things like it's not the path. It's not what you're gonna want to do, especially when you're trying to make a critical piece about shit like this. Fuck, I'm cooked.
Connected to any of the original stuff. I feel like we've gone so far away. The only thing that's connecting it is Rover and Rover's journey.
No.
The world feels like we're literally on a different planet. That's kind of what it feels like to me. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I just think from a design point of view for myself, I'm not a massive fan of it.
Bro, do other games you play like just never evolve? Like Kingdom Hearts, like you go from world to world to world. Like in World of Warcraft, you go from region to region to region. Genshin Impact, region to region to region. Like I don't. You want one thing and that's it. I think you should just make a new account and play 1.0. Like I don't. This is just weird. It's not. Kingdom Hearts is the worst example. It's confusing as fuck. What are you talking about, Fluffy? No, Kingdom Hearts is the greatest game ever. No, but like legitimately, like every video game that I've played, like Resident Evil, you go from world to world to world. Like you go to different parts. You know, some parts look a little bit different. Sometimes it looks good. Sometimes not look good. Whatever. Like it is what it is. Like I don't know. It's like again, you are. I think his lack of enjoyment from the game is honestly stemming from the fact that he keeps trying to pigeonhole it into one type of world, one type of area, one type of way the game is supposed to function. That's just not what their vision is. So if you do that, yeah, you're not going to enjoy the game, of course. Why? How the fuck are you going to enjoy the game if you won't allow yourself to have fun? You know what I mean? You're not allowing yourself to look at it and enjoy it for what it is. Like, oh, okay, like this is what they're going for. Well, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of this, but let's see what happens. And maybe it'll grow on you, right? Maybe you take a chance, and maybe it doesn't. Maybe you fucking hate it, and it's the worst thing ever. And I shouldn't have helped this random, by the way. And that's fine too. But at least give that shit like a fucking chance. Like, see what happens. That's not happened here at all. It's like, yeah, like of course it's gonna be different. Fuck. I keep dying. I need to get out.
Yeah, I just thought I'd talk about this because, as I say, it's my opinion. I really like the game. I was a big fan of Wuthering Waves. I've stopped playing it. I'm not going to be one of...
Yo, I mean, like, come on, bro. Like, I really like the game. I stopped playing it. I enjoy it. It's like, fuck me, man. Like, Jesus, fuck. Like, fucking Christ, bro. Oh, man. Oh, bro, it's a little rough. I'm a big fan. I don't play the game. Oh, shit, bro, that's funny. That's funny as fuck, man. I can't
Those
lie to you.
creators, like how some people do with Genshin, they stop playing Genshin, but they're constantly, nearly every day, making a video shitting on Genshin and trying to tell you that you should understand it's a bad game. I'm not doing that.
All right, brother. Let's calm down. Let's stop the little gay virtue signaling, man. Let's chill out a little bit. Chill out a little bit. That's like low key what you're doing right now, man. Like let's calm down. Yeah, I'm not doing the thing I'm shit talking people for. You know, like okay. Yeah, for sure. For sure, man. No, honestly, the people who are shitting on Genshin, even if it's AI, those motherfuckers are giving examples and shit. Like, you have not given an example, bro. Holy fuck, man.
I'm not trying to explain to you that Wuthering Waves is a bad game, right? I'm not. I think it's a good game. I'm just trying to express my opinion in how I feel like the game shifted into a place that I don't think really fits Wuthering Waves. And I think this is a perfect patch to show it for me.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
When I first saw that bike barrel rolling, I couldn't help but laugh because I was like, bro, this looks goofy as fuck. Yeah. This looks goofy. But I'd love to know what you think down below, guys. Are you excited for 3.0? You probably are. I don't think it's quite done enough to get me back just yet, but I'll wait for it to drop. And if some of the combat stuff looks really cool, maybe I will. Because I do like that they're layering stuff on top of the combat. I'm here for that. The world and the patch itself, I'm not like, man, I've got to explore La Hoi Rai, or whatever it's called, or I forgot what it's called now. It's not giving me that desire, right?
Yeah.
But maybe the gameplay will. Hey, maybe I'll come back and be like, you know what? I was totally wrong about the whole bike system. But personally, I don't think I'm going to feel like that because, yeah, I think I don't want to be playing my open world anime RPG like that. I want to explore the world. I want the world to feel cool to explore. And if that means areas being a bit smaller and denser, give me that. I don't want everything to expand to fit new utility systems because it looks cool, right? And I'll get around faster, and you can have this sense of fulfillment to be like, well, at least I can get around quicker than I can in Genshin. That's all good, right? Or I think to a degree, you get to a level where it's like, man, is there any worth exploring this map that they've created now? Or is it just pretty window dressing? I'll just mac from point A to point B and back again. Literally now I don't even need to pick stuff up. I can just hoover it up.
Tillian, I think you put it perfect. This is a very long video for I'm not happy with the direction of a game I no longer play. That's all it was. Like that's all the video is. It's literally just him saying he doesn't like the game. And that's fine. Like I don't care. But it seems like he just wanted a farm. Maybe it is rage bait. Like maybe it is. Like maybe it truly is rage bait. I don't know. But yeah, that's rough. Yeah, that's okay. I just fucking died.
I don't know. But anyway, I've rabbited on long enough now.
That was rough, man.
Again, as I say, I'm sure 3.0 will be really good. Wua and Kuro have done an amazing job with the game. I just think the vision shifted to a point that I don't think reflects the game anymore. And I think it's getting worse in that aspect, personally. But guys, I'd love to know what you think down below. If you've enjoyed...
I'll be so real with you, Pixel. I'm going to watch your apology right now. Maybe we'll make that a separate video because I don't want to just post a video of me, like, shitting on your take. Yeah, bro, that was rough. That was genuinely rough, man. It's okay to not like the game. It's okay to not like certain parts of the traversal. I don't particularly care about that. But it kind of just came off like you not knowing what the fuck you were saying the whole time because you didn't really know what you were saying in the sense of the state of the game and trying to pigeonhole the game into one look when you haven't played it. And then you said you still like the game and you still enjoy it and you love the game, but then you don't play it. But now you're here to shit on the game. It was just fucking... yeah, it was bad. But I'll see you guys in the next one.